This is the S23 Ultra, and in this video I am going to tell you why this is the best Android phone, or may even be the best all-over phone in the market right now. In this video, I'll be talking about the S23 Ultra's features and why it's been on the headlines since its release. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So as for the design perspective, it doesn't seem like Samsung has done much of a work this time around on the S23 Ultra, as it looks more like the last year's flagship, the S22 Ultra. And that is not a reason to be put off by, as this phone has many other features that surpass the S22 Ultra in huge manners. With the S23 Ultra, you actually get an all-glass design with a metal frame that makes it better to be in hand, and combine that with the thin bezels on the phone and you get an immersive experience with the phone as well. Not only does this thing have an amazing design, but also an amazing display. This thing boasts a 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED display with 1440 x 3080 resolution, which makes each and every pixel pop up and each and every color more dramatic. The speakers have also been upgraded from the S22 Ultra, which are now front-firing speakers on both the lengths of the phone, which fire out more volume and have even bassier voice than the previous models. And now let's jump into our cave and talk about what's inside of the phone, as now we have talked about everything that's on the outside. So the S23 Ultra comes equipped with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is quite common nowadays, as it's almost present in each and every flagship in this year from Android, like the Asus ROG 7, the Xiaomi 13 Pro, and many more. But what makes the chipset in this phone different? What's different here is Qualcomm and Samsung has partnered up to make the chipset for this phone. This is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Samsung, which is especially made for Samsung S23 Ultra to bring out each and every core of performance from the phone, which is a very big update, as beforehand Samsung used to make two different types of phones. One was the Samsung Exynos chips and one were the Snapdragon chips. With the EU, they used to ship out all of the Exynos chips, so the people who used the Exynos chips were not getting the best performance out of their phone, as the Samsung Exynos chips weren't optimized to the max to be able to bring out all of the performance from what Samsung has equipped the phone with. So that's a pretty huge update according to me. The device comes in many different configurations, ranging up to 12 gigs of RAM and 1 TB of storage. What I have got here is the 512 gig version with 12 gigs of RAM. And according to me, this is the best price deal, as it's comfortable on the storage side as well, and you get the max RAM that the phone provides. The battery on this thing is huge as well, as it has a 5000 mAh battery, which can charge up to 45 watts wired and 15 watts wirelessly. Now that might sound like less, but I can tell you from my personal experience that this thing has not went down from 20% battery any time that I've used it in the previous 4 weeks that I've been using it, even after around hours of gaming sessions. And by any chance, if you even run out of battery on this thing, it can charge so fast that in the morning when you wake up, you can just plug this thing on charge, go for a bath, get your breakfast, and once you're back on the phone, it will be ready for the whole day. Now with the new Samsung S23 Ultra also comes in the new software from Samsung, the One UI 5.1, and this time it's amazing, even better than any other software right now in the market from any Android phones, according to me that is, because this thing gives a lot of customization options, and also different routines that you can set, which helps you get different tasks done based on what you want. You can set different routines for sleep, for work, for exercises, and many other things more. I'll tell you that in another video, which I'll be making soon enough. All that I've talked about till now is all factual and informative things. But now let's talk from experience. I've been using this phone for the past 4 weeks, and the two most important and the best things that I found in this phone are, first up, the S Pen, and second, the most selling feature and the best selling feature of this phone, the camera. So let's talk about those two, shall we? The S Pen provided with the Samsung S23 Ultra is amazingly precise and useful. It stays in your phone all the time, which means you don't have any other accessory to worry about when you're traveling. It also has many different helpful features such as the Smart Select, through which you can select any particular part of your screen and save it as a screenshot. And obviously, you can take notes or draw doodles around your screen, but it's not what I use it for. I am a very big fan of a game called Color by Number. And to be honest, my big fat fingers don't do me justice, as when I choose the wrong blocks, it's very unaesthetic to me, and that just makes it a bad experience. And the S Pen helps me really well with the game, as it points at the exact block that I want to choose and hence making it even more satisfying. Now for the final and the most interesting part that you might have been waiting for, we are here with the camera. So to talk about the camera module on this phone is jam-packed with different amazing and very astounding features, such as the 100x zoom that can help you take even the pictures of the moon, which was a bit of a controversy earlier in the year, as they said that the moon pictures were edited, somehow AI generated. Now not everybody wants to take 100 times zoom photos, do they? So for that, Samsung has given you an option to take extremely detailed photos with their 200 megapixel camera, which takes 200 million pixels and combines it into one to give you the most precise and the most detailed photos that any Android phone or any phone in the whole world right now can give you. Now this phone isn't just for shooting photos. You can even take amazing videos with this phone, as this phone has a huge variety of resolutions to choose from, with the max being 8K 30 FPS video. That's an amazing quality. That's what I'm shooting the video at right now. But still, it's amazing. It's so astounding to think that a small phone like this can shoot in 8K resolution. Now, I won't be talking everything about the camera in this video itself, because if I did, this video would be too long. So I will be making a separate video talking about the camera module of this phone at once. So you can stay tuned for that video as well, just like the customizations video. And yeah, that's particularly all that I want to say about this phone. Now that's all for the video. You can comment what was the favorite part that you liked about the phone, and also what would you like to see me do with the phone, like what other things would you like to see me test the camera, and other things that you think the phone would be amazing at. But please like the video, comment what was your favorite part, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.